everyone, it's me again. My name is Huang Fu. I'm 8 years old. I live in Dallas City and I study at Logido Primary School. Nice to meet you. Today we are going to read our book, Newborn Children's Picture Atlas, illustrated by Linda Edwards. Look at the cover. And here's our title page. Newborn Children's Picture Atlas, illustrated by Linda Edwards, written by Ruth Brocklehurst, designed by Doriana Berhovok. So you ready? Okay, let's go. We'll read it. We read from the universe to people. Okay? You ready? Let's go. The universe. We live in a universe that's so enormous it's almost impossible to imagine. To picture it, you need to start small, then think big. Towns and cities. People live in all kinds of places around the world. Most people live in houses or apartments in towns. Really big towns are called cities. A town has streets with houses, shops, schools, and other buildings. Countries. The land around the world is divided into different countries. Countries usually have towns, cities, farmland, and wild countryside. This small country has towns, fields, mountains, and sandy beaches. Not all countries are islands like this one. Planet Earth. A country is just a small part of the land on the planet Earth. The Earth is a huge ball of rock floating in space. Land covers parts of it, and the rest is sea. The sun is a star. It gives out light and heat. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The solar system. The Earth is one of 9 planets that go around the Sun. Together, the Sun and these planets that go around the Sun, together, the Sun and these planets are called the solar system. The Earth is the solar system. The Earth is the only planet where people, plants, and animals live. This picture shows all the planets in the solar system, and Pluto, which scientists now call a rough planet. The universe. There are trillions of stars shining in space, and the Sun is one of them. A large group of stars is called a galaxy. The Sun belongs to a galaxy called the Milky Way. All the galaxies in space make up the universe. On a clear night, you can see thousands of stars. What are maps? Maps are pictures that show places as they look from above. They usually make places look much smaller than they really are. A book like this one, full of maps, is called an atlas. Spacecrafts called satellites are used to take photographs of the Earth from space. Making maps. Map makers often use photographs of places taken from above to help them draw maps. They also measure the ground to find out the sizes of places and how far they are from each other. This is a satellite photograph. It shows parts of London. What maps show? When map makers draw maps, they just include the important details. Maps often have shading labels and little pictures to tell you more about a place. Nelson's Club, train station, park, Big Ben, and the houses of Parliament. Buckingham Palace. This is a picture map of the same place as the photograph above. London Eye, River Thames. The round Earth. Because the Earth is a ball shape, a photograph can only show one side of it. Map makers can show the whole Earth as it usually looks by making a model of it. A model Earth is called a globe. This satellite's photograph shows one side of the Earth from space. So here is one. This is how Earth looks when it is in space and is spin on its axis. And this is how it looks when it is in space. Peeled Earth. To make a flat map of the round Earth, map makers draw the Earth as though its curved surface has been peeled off and opened out flat. If the surface of a globe could be peeled off, this is how it would on pages 28 and 29. So let's look at it. 28 and 29. Here. Right here, you can see a map. And it's so you can see this whole big map. The peeled map isn't much use because it has lots of gaps. Some parts have to be squashed or stretched to make a map without gaps. Countries and cities. There are more than 190 countries in the world. The place where one country meets another is called a border. On the maps in this book, the borders are shown as red dotted lines. Borders, many country borders, and along rivers or mountains. Sometimes borders are marked by fences or walls. Some borders have gates where guards check who goes in and out. Papua New Guinea has more than 700 islands like this. Island groups. Some countries, such as Papua, New Guinea, are made up of lots of islands. The maps in this book show their borders in the sea with around the islands. Can you find these things on the maps? Big Ben, Parthenon, St. Basil's Cathedral, Forbidden City, Eiffel Tower, Blue Moscow, Winter Palace, and St. Petersburg. Leaning Tower of Pisa, Sydney Opera House, Statue of Liberty. Big cities. Big cities can be very crowded. Many people work or live in tall buildings called skyscrapers. The black circles on the maps show where the biggest cities are. Okay. We turn to that page. Now we know the tourism is the biggest city. We know that's okay. Skyscrapers can fit many hundreds of people into a small space. Country capitals. The people in charge of a country work in the city called the capital. Lots of capitals have big grand buildings. Capital cities are shown as black squares. This is the White House in Washington, D.C., USA. The President of the USA lives and works here. Street parties. In some cities, there are street parties called carnivals. People dress up and dance in the streets. At carnivals, people wear bright, fancy costumes. People. Millions and millions of people live around the world in different parts of They look, talk, and behave differently. Dressing up. In some places, people dress up for special occasions in the style of clothes that people wore long ago. The clothes they wear are called traditional costumes. Japanese children wear kimonos for festivals and special occasions. Religions. A religion is a way of thinking about the world. Some people believe in one God and others believe in many gods. Most religions have holy places or buildings where people go to pray or think. In Jerusalem, in Israel, there are many places where Christians, Muslims, and Jewish people go to pray. Can you find these people on the maps? Okay. Wagarni people, Zulu dancer, cedar player, rugby player, Highland piper. So have a nice day and see you soon.